To the parents who have kids that are homosexuals, to the ones that we know who are loved ones that are in that lifestyle, the biggest thing to not do is to push your kids, your family away. The biggest thing you can do, should I say not do, is claim, your son or daughter of Christ and everything, but your actions towards them are so evil, are so disgusting, are so, nasty to them and everything. That's the biggest thing to not do. The biggest thing to do is to continue to show them the love of God, to continue to embrace them as the person, not their sins. The same way we embrace our family members who are fornicators, adulterers, liars, etc., etc., we will still hang with them at the cookout, even though they're bringing their boo number 4 along. We know they shacking, we know they sleeping together, etc., etc. We will still have a conversation with them. We will still love them, be like, yeah, that's my uncle over there, that's my auntie, that's my grandma, my nephew, cousin, whoever. But as soon as somebody in the family comes out and say they are homosexual, then it's like our Christian character goes out the window. We are now just bashing them with the Bible over and over and over and over again. You need to repent. You're gonna go to hell. I don't see y'all doing the same thing with everybody else. With any other sin, Thanksgiving, come on now, y'all know y'all be some gluttonous people. I ain't about to deny that myself, but I don't see nobody, bash folks on the head on Thanksgiving about being a glutton when you had that last plate and you full, that's a mug, but then they bring out that sweet potato pie and you're just like, I'm full, but I want that slice. That same sin, gluttony, leads folks to hell too. The same way being in the lifestyle leads folks to hell. And I'm making this video because it dawned on me today, like, how much I went through when I was in that lifestyle before I came to Christ. How people had pushed me away, thinking it was for the better, and they're claiming they're Christian themselves, and that was not the case. How you can say things to kids like, want to make sure you don't have anything on the will when I die, so you can get nothing. Or for me personally, it was, make sure your youngest sister doesn't know you even exist. These are things of why people are committing suicide. These are things why people are running away from the church, are running away from Christians, because we claim we're one thing, but when it comes to this one issue, we are totally some evil people. We are totally talking nonsense, and it just isn't right. The thing is, we shouldn't, embrace the sin. Of course not. But you can stand firm on the word and being a child of God and everything while still loving the person without bashing them aside the head 24/7. I will never forget these 3 people on my early college years. And they knew, what I was doing, stuff like that. But not once did they ever say a single thing to me about, what you're doing is a sin, right? Not once did they did that. Instead, they opened up their arms. It was like it was yesterday, walking through campus, and I was seeing people on the dorm in the front steps, and they were playing some gospel song, I don't know what it was, and they were just, momming to it, dancing along with it. I was like, oh, y'all doing a good job. Next thing you know, they're like, hey, come over here. Just like, okay. I walk over there. It was kind of awkward. I'm just like, okay, to tell me who they are and everything. I told them who I was, and they're just playing, gospel songs. And then ever since then, they're like, hey, what you doing tomorrow? Like, nothing, chilling. Like, all right, come hang with us. They didn't get to my level and try to embrace my sin or make me feel comfortable in my sin or anything like that. No, they kept being who they were, which were children of God. They kept doing what they were doing. They kept praising God where they was, even though I was right there, Then they were like, hey, you want to come to church with us? Sure. I didn't have a problem with them. They didn't once bash me upside the head, like different verses and all this different stuff. Not once did they do that. But they continuously show love over and over again. And I knew deep down they knew what was up and everything. And the stuff they invited me to, I got convicted all the time. I mean, all the time, the stuff they invited me to. But yet, it was just something about them three where I knew they were genuine Christians. I knew they weren't religious folks, church folks, or nothing like that, but they were genuine followers of Christ. They continue to love me as Kamara, as the person I am. They didn't love my sins, though. Until this day, I still let them know, like, hey, I'm thankful for you. You embraced me as a person, made me feel like I was a human being, made me feel like I was worth something. Let me know, hey, there's a creator out there who loves you, His name is Jesus, and he died for you, and all these different things. I was thankful that they showed me all that stuff. And not once did they bash me upside the head with scripture. Which is why in that verse, I can't remember what it says, where Christ was saying, with my love, I've drawn thee. It was his love that drawn me to them folks. Because I wasn't about to hang with no Christians, nothing like that. But at the same time, when I was going through things, when I needed prayer, I knew who to go to for them to pray for me. And it was those three. So I'm making this to say, if you have a child that's in the lifestyle, pushing them away, sending them off to stay with somebody else, saying they're an embarrassment to their family, belittling them, taking them to camp, all these different things. It's not right. It's just not right. Especially since when they go into the schools, they're getting more bullied. So you have people in your family, your own parents, your siblings, your aunts and uncles bullying you, make you feel like nothing. Then you go into the school, feel like you're nothing. That's why all these suicides happen. I'm thankful I didn't commit suicide. I'm surprised it didn't even cross my mind. I had a lot of depressed days, but it never once crossed my mind. So I'm thankful that I didn't commit suicide. But the way we treating people is ridiculous. Let's get back to showing them love. Let them know, like, hey, I don't agree with what you're doing, but do you want to come hang out? Stand up for what you believe in. If they start cussing and everything, just let them know, like, hey, can you not cuss around like that? They'll get it. They'll get the hint, everything. But you don't got to keep bashing them upside the head over and over again, If they need prayer, hey, I'll pray for you and everything, not for that sin, but just pray for you as the overall being as a person. So let's just get back to loving them, getting back to loving them over and over and over and over and over again. Because what they really need is love. A lot of these people are suffering from rejection. So when rejection comes in and it manifests into stuff like this, and then you yourself as a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, whoever, are rejecting them as well, you're just making it a lot deeper than what it really should be. You're making it a whole lot deeper. So let's stop rejecting folks. Let's stop giving the side eyes like, ew, like, hope you're giving the side eyes to everybody else and who commit their own sin. I hope you give the side eyes to yourself for your own sin. We disgusted by that sin, be disgusted by every other sin too. It's like when it comes to perversion, we're more disgusted with them we are to lying, than we are to stealing, to adultery, to all these different things. Let's not be disgusted by one sin. If you want to be disgusted by one sin, be disgusted about all the sins. Hate the sin. Be nasty with it. Be like, I hate sin. I hate sin within myself. I hate sin in general. But when it comes to the person, the sinner who you used to be, if you're calling yourself a Christian, you should know how it feels as somebody who used to be in sin, be treated a different way. Whether it's homosexuality, lying, stealing, smoking, drinking, whatever. You should know how it feels to be treated a certain way. So don't start going around treating other people a different way because their sin is different. Or because now you're a saint and you think you're better than everybody else. Let's go back to the love.